兰布卡曾于1994年访问中国，30年后再次访华，他选择从云南的麻栗坡县开始。麻栗坡县曾是中国最贫困的地区之一，但凭借有针对性的政策支持和一系列产业发展举措，该县在2020年摆脱了极端贫困。
Nowhere in Fiji have we seen any improvement to be close to what we have seen here.
在麻栗坡，兰布卡访问村庄，深入了解中国的乡村振兴战略以及当地特色农业和民族文化保护情况。他还到村民家中聆听了村民的讲述。
We have a lot to learn, and I have been making a lot of notes since I arrived on how we might be able to turn the little things in the villages into big things in the provinces and the nation.
在抵达北京之前，兰布卡还访问了福建、浙江等地。
So Prime Minister Rabuka, you're making actually a 10-day trip to China. That is extraordinary considering the length for a visiting head of government, 10 days. What are the reasoning, the considerations behind?
I think that the objective was to see as much of the reality of China before I got to talk to the leaders. Otherwise, it would have been just a courtesy call. You know the right things you want to say to the leaders. And I have just confirmed to him that we appreciate very much what he has done and the role that China plays in the world today.
On your first stop to that mountainous village in Yunnan, and your next trip took you to CATL, one of the largest lithium-ion batteries for electric vehicles in China. What's your takeaway from that trip?
You're way ahead of most other countries around the world. We would like to move faster. We would like to develop faster. We have a lot of hydroelectricity sources still available that have not been developed. Those are the areas that we want to go into. Rather than getting that, we keep buying our fuel, our gases.
Mr. Prime Minister, can you show you a video? It is a video of none other than you yourself, I believe, in Yiwu, China. So you are basically, as I understand, watching a live streaming e-commerce. That is a transaction volume is astronomical.
Yeah.
You look pretty serious in that video, listening seriously and thinking. So, Mr. Prime Minister, what went through your mind watching it?
What was going through my mind is that my great-grandchildren have these little things with them. But we use it to watch cartoons and things like that, not to engage in e-commerce, where you can sit somewhere and what's that? I want that. And you place your order. And it'll come through the mail, through the air, by sea, whatever. But on the day they promise you, those two young people chatting to each other say, it'll get to you on such and such a day. It does. That was the most amazing thing I was thinking during those times. When my great-grandchildren can play around with those gadgets without realizing that they could be the biggest shaker of the world of today and of the years to come, e-commerce.
So, Mr. Prime Minister, maybe you can start considering bringing this live streaming e-commerce back to Fiji, or helping Fiji products being featured via these platforms, selling more Fiji products to the 1 billion Chinese consumers.
Yes, we have some products. What we have to do is to tell the people that they are good. Once you do that, they will be bought. And the easiest way to sell them is all through those
influencers. Okay, so talking about China-Fiji relations, what keywords would you use to characterize, to define this relationship as it evolves and develops?
I believe that we are basically tribal people. We are people of the region, and we have that affinity, that natural affinity with one another. Mutual respect, respect for our differences, and cooperation in our similarities for the development of those areas.
Can you elaborate going forward?
Going forward, we will have to, China will have to understand the slow economic progress rate we have. Everybody's been talking about, look, we need this, we need these roads. And we have to, as leaders, have to educate our people. Look, we cannot have those bullet trains traveling all over Fiji. They'll run out of rail, run out of miles.
You took a bullet train.
Yes.
You took a ride on it.
Yeah. Three rides.
Liked it?
I liked it.
You know, we have been talking about the Chinese path towards modernization over the past 40, 50 years. As an outsider, as an observer, how would you tell your Pacific friends when you go back home about the Chinese path towards modernization now that you've spent so much time here?
Where there is a national will, it can be achieved at our own relative pace. Right now, none of the islands would like to have all these nice things that you have in China. But we would like to have good education, good drinking water, all the things that the Sustainable Development Goals promote. We want to do that at the scale which is applicable to the number of people we have on our islands, considering our resources, natural resources, and capabilities.